Welcome back, everybody, to another Flipping Tables. My name is Sean,
And I'm Tycko.
and today we have one of our favorite games that we saw at PAX Unplugged this past December. This is a game by Horrible Games called Similo Fables, and this is one of several themes to this Similo game. Same game for each of the themes. I really personally loved the Fables because it's all based on fairy tables,
Fairy tales.
fairy tales like Wizard of Oz, the big bad wolf, the Pinocchio, like most of the stuff that Disney does really is what
Yeah.
it is, but based the
Well,
artwork is fantastic. Like look at the artwork for this is Alice. Check out the artwork for Alice. It's just the artwork is amazing. Little Mermaid is in there somewhere. I like the Dorothy one because my wife's name is Dorothy, so there's the Dorothy one. She's cute little
yeah, so
redhead.
they're all based off of the public domain characters from the literature, which is
Yes.
how they get away from using these and not having Disney sue them for putting them out
So
there.
this is the layout for the game. You start out with a 3x4 grid of random characters from the deck, and there's quite a few characters in here. The rest of the deck gets put off to the side. Tycko, you're going to be the clue giver,
Yes.
and I'm going to be the guesser. And this can be teams, this can be individuals, however you want to play it.
So how the deck is built, what you do is you draw a card, you look at it, and that is the card that you're trying to give clues for, and then you draw 11 more cards, shuffle them up, and then place them out. So we've done that already.
So one of these cards Tycko has chosen,
That's the secret.
and he is trying to get me to successfully guess which one of these cards. And we do that by elimination. He's going to give me a clue, and he's going to place that card either straight up, the way like these are, to say that this character is like that character that he's placed down, like his clue. If he takes the card and puts it sideways, he's going to tell me that it's not like that character. He can't use any words. He cannot speak. He can only give clues based on the cards in his hand.
And these are drawn from the remaining cards. So from the remaining deck, you draw 5 cards up, and these are your cards. And so you may get a clue that's going to be easier to deliver later with one of the other cards, but these are the cards that you have to give the clue for. So I know which the character is. Sean doesn't. So I'm going to place this to give him an indication for the first round.
So it's like Little Red Riding Hood. Now, this goes 5 rounds.
Yes.
The very first round, I take his clue, and I can remove 1 card. I must remove 1 card from the play area. Second round, I would remove 2. Third round, 3. Fourth round, 4. And then you're left with 2 cards in the 5th round, and hopefully you pick the right one. Right. So he's telling me, I read this as he's telling me it is a little girl. So I'm going to say, all right, it's not Pinocchio. I'm going to take Pinocchio off the playfield.
All right, and now if he has not screwed it up and guessed the wrong character, we continue. So I draw back up to my hand size. So I've given him some information. He's disseminated it in a certain way. We'll see if he's right or not.
That clue remains.
That clue
so
remains.
That could go on to the next. That does go on to the next round.
Now,
keep that in mind as we play through.
Yeah. So now I'm going to give him some more information. He will have to remove. This is the second round, so he'll have to remove 2 cards this time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him some more information and hope that he can pick up on something from there and remove 2 cards. So I am now going to say it is not
like Snow White. Not like Snow White. Well, that's interesting. Well, that is really, really interesting. So here it is like Little Red Riding Hood. It's not like Snow White.
Yeah. And now if you have more players than 2, one person will again be the clue giver, and then everybody else will be able to discuss what they think these clues mean and determine which 2 cards now have to be removed.
Well, I still think maybe it's saying a little girl, but I mean, if it's not like Snow White, that's more difficult. Now, see, the difficulty is not only on the person guessing, but also on the clue giver, because you only have 5 cards to work with, and none of those clues may apply to what's on the table.
Yeah.
So it can be difficult as the clue giver as well. Based on the first, I'm just going to try to eliminate, and I'm going to remove Cheshire Cat and the Big Bad Wolf, and hopefully I didn't screw something up there. It's the Snow White that's confusing me.
All right. You screwed something up there, Sean.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was all right, so I messed up. I've lost. Which one was it?
It was Big Bad Wolf.
It is the Big Bad Wolf. So this is the one you chose. What was your clue here?
It's Little Red Riding Hood. The Big Bad Wolf is the villain from her story. So there
Okay.
you have a few different things that you
Well, see,
can
that's the thing. I have to figure out what he's trying to tell
yeah.
me.
And so that's why I gave this clue as the second clue to sort of say
It's not human.
well, I was basically giving this thing. It's not a little girl because you just said it was a little girl. I'm like, it's not. I was trying to take what you had said
I know.
without being able to say anything and say it's
See,
not.
my mind went to Snow White as being more adult than Little Red Riding Hood,
Oh, okay.
and thinking, well, maybe it could have been Wicked Stepmother, or But I mean, it's literally that easy to play, but it is so much fun, and the artwork is gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. The artwork on all of the sets. So there is Fables. There is a History set, which has famous people from history.
This is my favorite card out of all of them. This one is the Little Mermaid. My daughter's favorite character is Little Mermaid, but the artwork on these cards, they're fantastic. The artwork on all of them are amazing.
Yeah, beautiful artwork. So we've got histories, fables, myths, so mythology characters. I think
That one's coming out soon, I believe.
Yeah, that just released actually. Just released. So those are the ones I know, and I'm sure they'll come out with more. One of the variations that you can play if you have multiple decks is you shuffle up and you'll place down your cards from the Fable set as your tableau, and you'll have to use the cards from one of the other sets to give
Your clues.
to give those
that
clues.
would be hard.
So it adds that sort of, that's the expert mode of that, which is a really fun way to do it. Like if I have to try to tell you Big Bad Wolf, but I've only got historical characters in order to do it, it's going to add. I mean, you couldn't figure it out with just the right characters.
I know we usually do well.
We
with
usually
this
do
game.
quite well on this, and it was just the cards that I was dealt at that point.
Yeah.
Really fun game, very quick to play, really good party game too because it opens up for a lot of discussion.
It is a party game, and they're not like I think we paid $10.
Yeah, these are less. I think it's like $8.99.
Yeah. So again, Similo Fables by Horrible Games. There are Similo Fables, Similo History, and now Similo Myths. So your choice. Go check it out at your local game store. You will not be disappointed with this game. It is a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
If you really liked Similo Fables, you might like some of the other games. Check out our other videos over there. Thanks everybody for watching us, and please give us a like, subscribe down below, and tell us how much you like this game. If you've played it, give us a comment in the comment section. Thanks so much for joining us.